This is Ben Davison. Subscribe to Stephen Icon.
So the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, he says that he's not only the best of this era, but he's the best of any era. Now, you could look at it and go, sure, why not? I mean, he's 6'9", 270 pounds, crazy reach, very, very fast feet. He moves like a super middleweight, and he punches reasonably hard, and very, very, very intelligent in the ring. So why not, from that perspective? Now, when you line him up with some of the past greats, you could look at some of them and say, Rocky Marciano. Okay, Rocky Marciano retired 49-0, but Marciano so much shorter than Tyson Fury. Gives away a hell of a lot of weight to Tyson Fury, and certainly reach in that as well. So would he even get close to a Tyson Fury? You probably wouldn't favour Rocky Marciano, would you? Maybe some people would. When you look at, say, Muhammad Ali. Now, Muhammad Ali, of course, he was the one who pretty much coined that phrase of, I'm the greatest of all time, to the point where people believed it, even before he proved it. And again, you could probably argue that Muhammad Ali did prove it, and many do consider him the greatest of all time. Again, he will be giving up a fair bit of height, weight, reach to Tyson Fury. But let's be honest, Muhammad Ali, he was an absolute genius at breaking down a fight, much like Tyson Fury is. He knew how to, or he knows how to adapt to an opponent, and he would have Tyson Fury on his toes. Let's be honest, he really, really would. So that would probably be a 12-rounder, in my opinion. But there again, could he beat Muhammad Ali? Maybe, if he used his size and reach over him. Maybe. Look at the likes of, say, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, again, give up a lot of weight, gives up a lot of reach, a lot of height, but deliberately as well, because Mike Tyson would make himself even smaller. When you're a really, really tall heavyweight, it's quite difficult to keep an opponent who's very, very short and keeping themselves short, because Mike Tyson, he wasn't the tallest guy in the world anyway, but he would crouch himself down to just over 5 feet tall. When he's going down there and he's bobbing and weaving and coming forward at you, if you're tall, how do you keep him off you? For 12 rounds as well. Mike Tyson, I know he didn't always show the greatest chin toward the end of his career, but he did have a very, very good chin. So again, that would be one hell of a fight for Tyson Fury. Tyson, of course, was named after Mike Tyson. Look at the likes of, say, Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis, again, an absolute killer jab, a devastating right, very, very intelligent in the ring. Again, he's not given up too much height, too much weight, too much anything really to Tyson Fury, other than maybe a bit of speed, maybe. So again, that would be a very, very interesting one, that's for sure. But could we consider or say that Tyson Fury would beat all the greats? Maybe. And you know what? We'll never know. It's just an opinion. Much like an opinion is he the greatest of this era? Because let's be honest, while he could be, he hasn't proved it yet. You don't get to call yourself the greatest of this era by beating a Vladimir Klitschko and a Deontay Wilder. Again, we don't know how good Deontay Wilder is because he's never beaten anybody. Vladimir Klitschko, you could say, well, he was toward the end of his career. Sure. But either way, both very, very good wins. You could throw in there a Derek Chisora as well. But there are still some other heavyweights out there that he needs to conquer in order to say, and legitimately say, I'm the best of this era. If you want to say that he would definitely beat Dillian White, he would definitely beat Alexander Usyk, he would definitely beat Anthony Joshua in that, for example, okay, that's cool. And yes, he could legitimately beat all these. Of course he could. But again, it's just an opinion. Until we actually see him do it, that's all it is. It's opinion. Likewise, if we believe Usyk beats Fury, Joshua beats Fury, Dillian White beats Fury, again, all of it is just opinion until we actually see it. So right now, I'm not too sure he gets to call himself the greatest of this era. But again, plenty of heavyweights have said it, and there's nothing wrong with saying it if he can back it up. And so far, he is backing it up. Again, let's not forget, he's only had, 30 or 31 fights? He's still undefeated. He does have a draw on his resume, but that should be a win, let's be honest. And he did have 2.5 years out of the ring after going through everything that he went through, and then come back almost like he hadn't left. So, could he be the best of this era? He certainly could be. He could be. But to call himself the greatest of all time, again, nothing wrong with it if he can back it up. And so far, he's been backing it up. So I'm not against him saying it at all. there are some heavyweights out there. You could probably go, not too sure. But in order to be considered the greatest of all time, you really do have to become the best of this era. I know some Fury fans don't like hearing this, but he is going to have to go see Joshua. He is going to have to go see a Dillian White, and he is going to have to go see a Usyk. And who knows, by the time he's finished with those three, if he gets past all three of those, there could be a Daniel Dubois knocking on the door at that point, in which case he's going to have to get rid of him as well. So anyway, who knows? All of it is just opinion right now. I'm not going to have a go at Tyson Fury for saying he's the greatest of all time. Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't. We'll never know as far as greatest of all time. But hopefully we get to find out whether or not he's the greatest of this era. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up. Subscribe. Catch you all in the next video.